Darrell Wallace Jr., also known as Bubba, is a popular personality in the NASCAR Cup Garage. Bubba Wallace also has 6 Gander Outdoor Truck Series wins, but is currently driving for Richard Petty Motorsports in the iconic 43 car in the Cup Series. Today we will read some comments on why fans love Bubba Wallace. Welcome everyone to the Side Drive Podcast, and welcome to yet another episode of Why Fans Love Their Driver. And of course, as the intro stated, Bubba Wallace is the driver today.
Yes, we're big fans of Bubba. We've got to meet him a few times. I met him last year at GoPro and got to talk to him a little bit. Seen him here recently this past spring at Martinsville and got his autograph, so it was pretty cool. I know he's kind of busy at the time, but he still took time to sign an autograph, and we just want to maybe give out him some word of encouragement and get a few words from the fans.
Yeah, and we got a ton of fan response.
Yes,
so a lot of love to Bubba Wallace from the fans. So that's pretty cool. He's got like an amazing personality. We saw, I believe it was at Pocono, he did the stare into the camera, and that became a good laugh for everyone.
Yeah, he just got that positive personality, and just makes you want to smile when you're around him, I guess, and it's just a fun dude. So he's very talented. He plays the drums and other things, and he's just, I don't know, he's got that great personality.
Yeah, just one that the fans just want to hang around and be friends with.
Yeah.
So without further ado, let's see what some of the fans have to say about Bubba Wallace.
All right.
So first one is from Opinions on NASCAR, who says he's a guy that's always deserved more than what he's gotten. He's different. He's got a personality. He isn't your typical race driver. Hashtag Team Bubba.
Yeah, I think he lets his personality really shine out on the track, off the track. Yeah, he's had his struggles through his career, but he's battled through them, and he's ended up in a great place with Richard Petty.
Yeah, that's a great stepping stone to maybe some possible rides in the future. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
And next one is from Art Martinez, who says his appeal to promote to other parts of NASCAR fans we never knew existed, and his promotion and appeal to other fans of other sports.
Yeah, I can see him bringing in maybe different other people coming into the sport, maybe not really recognize NASCAR, but through Bubba they see something different and bring more fans in. I like it.
Yeah, with that, promotion and appeal, when he was looking for sponsorship, when he was having those struggles during the Xfinity Series season for Roush Fenway in the Xfinity Series, he made that video to Domino's.
The Domino's, I mean, he's very marketable. He just goes out there and finds the sponsorships, and the fans just love him, and they just kind of just follow his lead. So I like it.
Yeah, I think Bubba really does appeal to the upcoming NASCAR fan.
Yeah.
Especially the younger kids going through the garage. So I think that's really important for NASCAR to have those young personalities. So get to know more of them as the veterans of the sport are starting to retire and relax a little bit. And now we get to put the spotlight on some great personalities such as Bubba Wallace.
Yeah.
And next one is from DM, who says he's always been personable. Bristol 2 years ago, he was with the King on top of the hauler. He saw me holding an Army flag and climbed down to sign it.
Wow, that's real impressive that he'd see somebody with the Army sign and climb down there and just go sign it for him. I mean, he's just so attracted to the fans, and he just does a whole lot for the fans, and I like that.
Yeah, I know we said it time and time again on this show, but it's great when a NASCAR driver recognizes the fans, and they're not just a number to buy merchandise for them. It is, people who back and support you, and it's great for drivers to acknowledge that and to just be friends with those fans.
And that's one way to build your fan base up. Just give back to the fans, and once you do that, you're fan for life, pretty much.
And then Raja says, "My hero gives me another vote of confidence that I deserve to be here just as much as the next guy."
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, he does. It seems like I'm repeating himself, but he's just a great guy, and he's just making his own path, and maybe encourage these young people to go out for their dreams. So I like it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. NASCAR drivers, at least back in the day, they were people who were heroes. Made you want to be a race car driver, and it's great that we're starting to see that again with Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, he's just a real person. I mean, that's pretty much what you say. He's just out there. He's real. He shows his emotions. If he's happy, he's happy. He's sad, he's sad. But he's just he puts his emotions out there and lets everybody see that. And I think it really encourages young drivers that's coming up and try to do their best.
Yeah, he's a great role model for just be yourself. If you're feeling a certain way, let people know. Don't hide behind anything. Just show the people how you feel.
Just be who you are. That's all.
Yeah, that's pretty much Bubba Wallace.
That's pretty much it.
And the next one is from William, who says, his first win at Greenville Pickens in K&N. I was there for that race. And, that's a great example of, going out to your local short track, supporting the K&N series, and even ARCA. And, maybe that first win, that first race you went to, the first guy that won there, maybe that's your next hero, the next one to go on into the Cup Series and just put on a performance.
Yeah, it's always good to go to the K&N series or the ARCA or any of the short tracks, short track teams and all. Go out to them. It's a lot of fun, and get to know some of the younger drivers. And like you said, you may see that person win, and then you just watch their progression as they come up through the ranks and eventually make it up to the Monster Energy Cup Series, and that's the way to make you watch that driver, and then you just kind of just see how he drives and be proud of him.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people I can see on Twitter that is going that way. From those I've watched in the K&N. We went to the one in Bristol. So it is very important to support these drivers because they could go on and be the next Jeff Gordon or Kyle Busch, and Bubba Wallace is on his way to that level.
Yeah, that's the very first K&N race we've been to, and I really liked it. I enjoyed it. It was a little different from the regular NASCAR races we go to, but I might get more into it now since I've been to one and see some of the names coming up through the ranks and the other races. And, it's a lot of fun once you see them come up to maybe a truck race or Xfinity race, and like, oh yeah, I remember them because it was in the K&N series. So it's really good to pay attention to the other series also.
Yeah, and even some of these younger racers, they could look at Bubba Wallace and look at his journey and how he got there, and they could see so much inspiration, and maybe he's their reason that they are still going.
Yeah, see, Bubba's good friends with Ryan Blaney and Chase Elliott, and they race, they come up through the ranks together, and that's pretty awesome too, to have friends you're real close to, to race against, and maybe you start driving harder against them. but see, it's like a family. You're just racing against each other.
Yeah, and It makes racing a whole lot more fun that
Yeah,
way too.
because you get your buddies and after racing you hang out or before the race and just you just got your friends there and it's always good to try to beat them.
Yeah, and the best thing about that is, you're never alone in that situation. You always have people there for you when you're struggling, and they may be struggling as well. So you go through all that together.
Yeah.
And the next one is from Bonnie, who says, "He just seems like a good all-American kid trying to make it something he loves. He is always so genuine and honest. What's not to like?"
That's pretty true. I mean, I don't know what to say to that because it's hit the nail on the head right there.
Yeah, there's nothing else we could really elaborate on because we mostly said all that before, but yeah, that's a true statement from Bonnie.
Yeah.
And the next one is from Lance, who says, "I started following Bubba because he's a native Alabamian like me. He's become a favorite because of how down to earth he is and accessible he is. I've been fortunate enough to catch him at the track multiple times. He's often makes times for a selfie and a positive comment."
That's very true. I've seen a lot of times on Twitter where Bubba has made time to take selfies and it put more of that positive attitude towards the fans. And it's good to he's follow along with his fellow person from the same state.
Yeah, and that's the thing that attracts a ton of fans is where you're from, because there's a lot of drivers in the Cup Garage or all across every series that I've become fans of just because they're around where I live.
They're close to us.
So one of those is Daniel Hemrick for me personally, but it's great to follow along people who are hometown heroes.
Yeah, because it's kind of like you pull for that, like NFL, you pull for that team that's closer to you or whatever state you're in. It's when you pull for that team, and it's good to see a driver come from that state, and then you try to follow along with him.
Yep. So next one is from No Brakes.
Watch out!
Watch out, guys. He ain't slowing down. All right, so before we get into more puns about that, he says, or they say, authentic, great with the kids, surfs off pontoon boats, and he's also a metalhead.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot. With him and Ryan Blaney, they like their metal music, and so I believe that brings in a lot more different types of fan into the sport, and it's good to see, that too.
Yeah, and it's great because when you have a common ground with a driver, when you meet them, you can talk about your favorite bands or some sort of hobby, so you get more of a connection that way.
It's kind of like when we went to the Hall of Fame and saw had an interview with Ryan Blaney, and Bubba showed up, and they was talking about the types of music they like, and I was sitting there like, who's that? Because I listened to it, so, and then asked you, was like, hey, you knew who it was.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm pretty sure the older generation of fans aren't too knowledgeable on that, but when it comes to, like I said, the younger generation, and they get to meet Bubba Wallace or Ryan Blaney in the garage, they get to talk about their metal music.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure next time I see them, I'll probably talk about it to them. But so it's pretty cool to get to know a driver on such a level as before Twitter, social media, and all that stuff. You didn't really know what a driver was like.
Yeah. And sometimes the drivers, they like to talk about other things besides just racing. And so you can talk about music and other things.
Yeah, get to know them on such a level. It's like, hey, there's that guy that likes my band. So that's pretty cool. So next one is from Casey Pup Mom, who says, his personality and sense of humor is infectious. He's a good dude. Hope his opportunities continue.
Yeah, well, we already talked about his personality. He has got that likable personality. You just want to hang out with him and just party with him, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope the opportunities come around. I was glad to see him got a full-time ride with Richard Petty. I really hated when he was in Xfinity, and I don't know if it was the funds or what, and that team just kind of went away. And because I believe he was driving very well, but I just didn't want him to just disappear from the sport. And I'm glad that he got to drive for Richard Petty, and maybe other opportunities come around too.
Yeah, so we've seen drivers go into the sport and take like a very easy route to get to a very strong team, but some drivers don't have that opportunity, and it's great to see Bubba still fighting for it.
Yeah,
still in the mix, still fighting for everything that he has, and still fighting for those opportunities.
Yeah, and like the first time he got the full-time ride at Richard Petty and finished second in Daytona. I mean, that's very impressive.
Yeah, he's got a lot of passion for the sport, passion for not only his career but also Richard Petty Motorsports. Mm-hmm. I believe he's really wanting to see that team grow as much as he wants to see himself grow. And the next one is from Gina, who says, "Never been a NASCAR fan ever, even after living in Charlotte since '87. Caught behind the wall on Facebook, and I had to buy a 43 shirt. Cannot wait to go to Charlotte or Darlington. Even got a camper last month. Thank goodness for alcohol-free campgrounds. Needed a representative for us. Hashtag Mixful."
Yeah, I'm glad that she saw something in Bubba that she wanted to get more into the sport, and she's all in now. She done got a camper. And
yeah, when you're hooked, you're hooked. So.
But yeah, it's once you get into the sport, and it's more than just the race cars. It's the drivers, it's the team, and just getting to talk to each other and follow along. And it's very addictive.
Yeah,
as you can tell.
Yeah. Wonder how much money all that is altogether. So. And that's not it. This is just a small tidbit of what we have. So once you get bit by that bug, you're pretty much in it for the long haul. And then we have Marina, who says, just simply his infectious laugh.
Yeah. He just getting a laugh. He just just brightens up everybody around him, I guess.
Yeah.
But he just, I don't know. It's that personality I like. He just comes up out of the blue with something. It just makes you laugh.
Next one is from Becky, who says, he got my attention in the Xfinity series when he was with Roush Racing, and something else that I like about him is, as someone that knows about African American history and knowing the struggle for African Americans, the fact he is strong and also an inspiration.
Yeah, I say he's very big inspiration to everybody, really. But he's just that person that encourages everybody.
Then we have, last but not least, Bernie, who says, because he's a goodwill man, now he needs to spend some time with Clint Boyer and learn how to let crap wash off his back. Clint is the best teacher for the job. Did Clint send this?
Clint?
Clint, is that you?
Yeah, maybe, don't take everything so personal. I think it's part of what I was trying to say. Just let it roll off the back and just keep going on. And I think Clint Boyer is pretty much one that will do that. He just kind of just let it roll off and keep going.
Yeah, so we got one from Clint's burner account.
Yeah, so we'll have to keep that comment if we ever do Clint Boyer
video. If we ever get Clint Boyer on, we'll say, "Hey, Clint, is this you?"
Yeah.
All right, so we hope you all enjoyed this video. Really hope Bubba Wallace gets to see this and get some encouragement.
Yeah, I hope we get to see Bubba maybe next week. We've got Sharp coming up, the little 600 at the GoPro. I hope he's going to be there and get to talk to him again. And yeah, I hope he does see this, and hope it cheers him up, makes him laugh or something.
Yeah, if he starts laughing, that infectious laugh, get all of us laughing. So, just want to say, Bubba, if you somehow get to see this, keep your head high, man, because you fought your way here, and you're going to fight through the struggle, and eventually it's going to be all worth it. So just stay in it, and eventually all your fans who's got your back will be cheering with you in victory lane.
Yeah, I thought one of my greatest moments with him racing was to see him at Pocono when Ryan Blaney was driving for the Wood Brothers, and Blaney won, and they drove side by side. You got the Wood Brothers and Richard Petty, and they're, and Ryan Blaney and Bubba's old friends, and I'm like, that is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, it's kind of like passing of the guard,
Yeah, it's like, man, it's just incredible.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get to see some more iconic moments like that.
Maybe so.
So we'll just have to see how it goes.
Yeah, you're doing a good job of it, and just keep going.
So we hope you all enjoyed this video. We'll see you tomorrow, actually, for a brand new series. We're going to be trying out some body armor flavors.
Yeah.
That was because of Ryan Blaney's Blaney bottle.
Yeah.
Very special 12-car addition to body armor.
Yeah, he just debuted at Kansas, and it's going to be at the All-Star, so right here in the middle of both of them, he's going to put that video out.
So we hope you enjoyed the video. I know I said that a bunch of times, but we'll see you tomorrow.